What's up, guys? Welcome to Wrestling Talk with MK Marco. A bit about myself. Got into WWE back in like 2009, 2010 when Team Nexus was still around. Actually went to my first Monday Night Raw, and only other time I've been to a Monday Night Raw then, but I didn't really keep up later on. Life went on and all that. And it wasn't until about recently this year where I was seeing highlights on TikTok of WWE. So it kind of got me back into it, and now here we are. Bad Blood. Everybody was anticipating this. Everyone was hyped for this. Now just recapping everything that happened. I know it's pretty early, but we're going to dive right into it. So the first match of the night was CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Honestly, this was a phenomenal match. Very bloody, very personal. This feud's been going on for about 10 months, almost a year, and it was a good way to close this chapter of this feud, and no better way to do it than a Hell in a Cell match. Overall, I thought the match was amazing. I had predicted Punk was gonna win because I am a little biased. I do like Punk, but I did also feel like Drew could have taken the win as well. But overall, phenomenal match, very bloody. Now we got Nia Jax and Bayley. I wasn't sure what to expect going into this match. I know Bayley did very well, and the question still rises that a couple weeks ago, Bayley and Naomi took on Nia. Deal was whoever loses leaves SmackDown permanently, and then they both pinned Nia, Bayley and Naomi, and now they ended up going one-on-one against each other, led to this tension between Bayley and Naomi, and then ended up for a shot at Nia at Bad Blood. Now that Nia has retained, where do we go from here? Is Bayley gonna leave SmackDown, probably end up going to Raw, or what's the next chapter in this? And also the match ending with Tiffany Stratton coming in. I really thought she was gonna cash in. It built it up so perfectly, but of course it didn't happen, so now we'll see what happens next. We also now have Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Now this match could have gone either way. Me personally, what I was predicting, I wanted Damian to win. I know there wasn't really a lot of build up to this, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, Damian was betrayed. He was hurt. He wanted to get his revenge, and he, of course, took the W on Finn Balor. But also, where do we go from here from Finn Balor? I know everyone, even myself, wanted the Demon to come back out. We were hoping the Demon would come back out. But now, after all this, it's like, what's next? What's next for Finn? I mean, he's pretty much been proven that he was his sidekick. What's going to happen to the Judgment Day? What's going to happen to Finn? And now, going into the Judgment Day, the match with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Oh my god. Like, this feud has been pissing me off, to be honest. It has gone on too long. Me personally, I think this feud was getting annoying. I love Rhea. Like, I'm Team Rhea. But looking at it from this standpoint, like, Liv had the potential to be a women's world champion. Yes, she has retained, but she's not fighting Rhea clean. And honestly, I feel like she would have more credibility and fight her clean. But of course, she always has to have help. I know a lot of people were predicting the return of Raquel Rodriguez, which, yes, welcome back, Raquel. But at the same time, it's like, Liv needs help. They've booked Liv to basically be a champion that always needs help, and if she's gonna be a women's champion, she needs to defend it by herself and no interference. And I feel like that would build up so much more credibility for her because she's able to do it by herself. But we don't know where the booking's going for this. As far as Rhea, I mean, I feel like Rhea's going to be okay. There's probably going to be more in store. But honestly, we'll just have to find out on Monday or whatever's going to be the next chapter for Rhea. They're probably going to end up taking this to WrestleMania. I was really hoping they wouldn't. But, however, there is the possibility of this being the women's War Game match. They're going to be building up their teams, and it'll be Team Rhea and Team Liv at War Games. And then we also have our main event, Roman and Cody versus Solo and Jacob. Honestly, this match was amazing. Like, everything was going good. The match was going amazing. Probably said amazing twice already. It was just overall amazing. Like, I was just blown away with how this match went. We were really questioning, could Cody and Roman coexist? And sure enough, they did. They did the tag team match correctly, tagging each other in when needed. Like, they were really cooperating in this match, and it was just overall phenomenal. And then we got the moment everybody's been waiting for. Jimmy fucking Uso is back. And what better return for him than this was? Like, no one saw it coming. I actually predicted Jimmy was going to come back at Bad Blood. He had to come back. And I knew it. They were going to really bring him back in the most creative way they could think. There was no pop, but sneaky. And of course, Jimmy is sneaky with his hoodie and his bandana. And if sure enough, they win. And Jimmy has always stayed loyal to Roman. And just the emotion on Roman's eyes, I could not believe. Like, honestly, I wanted to cry during all of this. It was just amazing to see them reunite and Roman know that he is not alone. So now, of course, they're going to be building up the Civil War bloodline match for War Games. I mean, we'll talk more about Cody in a little bit. But for where this stands, Jimmy was like, hey, you did give him your word. Yes, even though Roman said it was only for the match, it's like, hey, like, he did help you win. Y'all did win. It's only fair to him. Basically the vibe that I was getting. But Jimmy was like, whatever you decide, I'm with you. And sure enough, they go save Cody. And then we have the final boss come back out, not saying anything. And we're just all in suspense of what's he gonna say. And basically, he just walks in and is like, what the fuck is this type of shit? Like, seeing them all together and winning, it just, I could tell that did not sit right with The Rock. And then giving the 1, 2, 3. This, honestly, I feel like this is hinting to a triple threat match for WrestleMania. I really feel like we're probably going to get Rock, Cody, and Roman. Like, that's the only subliminal message I could think of. Or also, it probably, he's counting Cody, Rock, Jimmy, that they're going to get torn apart at War Games, and more than likely The Rock will be a part of War Games. That concludes this Bad Blood recap. Let me know what y'all guys think. Also, these are my opinions. This is just how I felt about it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Let's see where we go from here, and we'll find out on Monday night.